Alright guys, welcome back. This is of course SlasherClash 3. And yeah, we got we got some women's action coming up right now. We got ourselves a battle royal. Most of these women have actually already competed in the women's elimination tag match last week at a Slasher series. So of course that was actually won by Samara Morgan. So, and I'm not sure what the logic is here. You would have thought Samara would have been in this one, but maybe she's already top of the card and top of the rankings. And of course, Kayako is our current women's champion. So I guess everybody here is just trying to make their way up there. Jill Valentine, of course, she was in that match last week. Jill has not had the best of luck. In fact, I don't think she's won a match yet. I could be wrong, but she seems to have had kind of a rough path here. And yeah, looking at the old record book here, she's 0-3 right now. So of course we just we've seen Billy Loomis, former HMW champion. Even Stu's had a bit of a win streak lately, and Roman just won his tag match. So I mean, Jill, it may be true, she may be the weakest link on the Scream team. Christ knows her movie was the weakest link in the series, so there you go. But it's going to be 8 women in here. Every one of them deadly. Every one of them out to prove something. As the lights cut out, you got to think Jill's got to be feeling a little nervous in there. Holy crap, it's the Silent Hill nurse. My God, she is just freaky. Are we ever going to get another Silent Hill movie? I'll be honest, I didn't care for the second one, but that first movie, that's solid. I will hold that up to anything. I think it's a damn good film. I think it's creepy. It's otherworldly. I think it's expertly directed. I don't think that movie gets the credit it deserves. I really don't. And the nurse sequence was one of the better sequences in that thing. And of course, there she is. She's going to be taking someone out. She was in that big tag match last week. Did not fare too well, as you can see. Turning her back to Jill Roberts. I don't know if I do that or not. Just saying. I was going to say capacity crowd, but I'm seeing gaps and holes in the chairs here. It's a small venue. Mostly fog. See who's coming out next. Oh, it's Carrie White. Carrie. They actually just did a reference to Carrie in PLL Original Sins. But here's the OG right here. And oh man, she looks pissed. Will she use her telekinesis? Probably not, because they didn't factor that into this game. I wish there was a fighting game for horror villains. I know they did that Terrorverse or some shit, like a PC game that was like unlicensed. But no, I really think something like that could work. I would love it. I mean, if that's for a video game, can studios not put aside their differences and do it? I know we probably wouldn't be able to get Jason Voorhees in there right now just because of the Friday the 13th. Well, I think we could get Jason. I think you're allowed to have Jason. You just can't call it Friday the 13th. Is that what it is? Is that where we're at on that? I don't remember. It's fucking murky as shit right now. All I know is Carrie just got back from prom and she's ready to fuck some shit up. On a personal side note, probably my favorite character in this battle royal right now. So sympathetic. I still watch Carrie hoping that they don't drop the blood on her. Hoping that her perfect night just ends and her and Tommy drive home and he drops her off. I mean, her mother would still go crazy. And speaking of crazy mothers, here's Pamela Voorhees. She is, well, she's rather fucking crazy. That ugly ass sweater and that horrible haircut. She has kind of a Karen look to her. Like she definitely wants to speak to the manager, you can tell. You can just fucking tell. But it doesn't matter, she is one tough broad. And I'm using that as the most derogatory term ever, but she is. She's going to get in there and scrap it. She could win this thing. She's a favorite to win this. Straight up fire. She was in that Battle Royal last week. She fared pretty well. I mean, or not the Battle Royal, sorry, big tag match last week. If memory serves, she made a little bit. She wasn't taken out early. Last week was like one of the best events we ever had, period. From bottom of the card to the top, all 4 elimination matches were just insane. They were incredible. Holy shit. Here comes Annie Wilkes. Mrs. Misery herself. Keep the sledgehammer away from her. She will hobble your ass. You know what? Kathy Bates in it. I want to talk about Castle Rock for a minute. I'm deeply saddened that show's been canceled. I think that was one of the better shows out there. 2 full seasons. They were both solid seasons, and unfortunately, we won't get another one. Over some stupid dispute between Hulu and Stephen King. Or JJ. I think it's JJ Abrams, actually. It's not Stephen King, sorry. I think when JJ... And it wasn't even like JJ's fault. I'm on his side. He just started working for somewhere else, and the Hulu people were just like, you can't do that. We'll show you. And it's like, he was just like a producer. I think he was just collecting a paycheck. Those 2 guys that are like the showrunners. They're the ones running the show, but either way, they have no name recognition. Oh, and there's Regan MacNeil. This little satanic bitch. She's going to tear some shit up. That pea soup over her shirt? I don't know. My God. She's just nuts. I tell you now, whoever she goes in there against, it's going to be, they're going to have their hands full. But we're going to have 8 women in there. So, I mean, no matter what side, you know, the attack's coming from, you got to watch your back. You got to watch your back. Just all there is to it. Who we got coming out next? There's only a couple more I think we've got coming out. Oh yes, Annabelle. Both Annabelle and Regan was a part of that tag match. And as is the final girl who's about to come out. But definitely these girls right here. Annabelle's been on a bit of a run lately. She's been pretty successful thus far here in the HMW. And you got to think a women's title match should be coming up anytime soon. I mean, she has no fear because she's a demon. She's an animated doll. They somehow found a doll that was over 5 foot something. And that demon just, you know, jumped into that. But still yet, did it nonetheless. Well, that demon's pointing up, but we know she gets her power from below. That's all there is to it. Can you even count Annabelle as a female? I mean, seriously, it's a demon. I don't think the demon has any specific gender. I don't know. I need to talk to the committee about that. But, I mean, I guess the same argument can be made for Regan. Yes, she's a young girl, but she's possessed by an outside entity, Satan. Does that make it a handicap match? Does that become 2 against 1 now? I don't know. I don't know what the bylaws are on this thing, but well, then we've got 1 entrance left, and her series begins in October. Season 2 of Chucky's coming out. Of course, I'm talking about Tiffany Valentine. I'm expecting that's who this is. Yep, it's Tiffany. Again, they had to find a life-size Tiffany doll, and then she threw her soul into that to be here tonight. Oh, I'm pretty excited about the new season of Chucky. I'm not as thrilled as I thought I'd be. I think once I start watching it again, I'll be hooked. That's why the first season was. First season was the same way. I just couldn't get into it starting off. Wasn't big on it. And it took a couple episodes, and I finally warmed up to it. And then by the end, I was on board. But as we go to season 2, I'm kind of feeling the same way as I did first time around. It's just like, have you entertained me lately? And the answer is no, you haven't. You got to re-earn that shit again. But again, I'm sure it'll be all right. Like I said, season 1's pretty solid. No, there we go, and it's just chaos. 8 women in the ring at once. We got Ghostface up against Annie. The 2 dolls are going at it as Annabelle and Tiffany go. And Regan just threw Carrie out. Carrie has been eliminated. My God, that happened quickly. I don't think Carrie was, and Regan rubbing it right in her face. I don't think Carrie's expecting to go out quickly. And that leaves Mrs. Voorhees and the Silent Hill nurse, which Voorhees is looking to make short work of her. Of course, you see there's Ghostface and Annie Wilkes. Annie's kind of the powerhouse in this group, and I really thought she would have went a little further. And it looks like the Silent Hill nurse is in trouble. She's hanging on. Oh, she's back in. She's back in. So here we go. Now Tiffany's taking over on Annabelle, and Ghostface has moved on, going after the nurse. The nurse has not really had a good showing here. She's usually a little bit tougher in this. And Jill, look out. There it was. Annabelle from behind, and clobbered her. Got her down good. Regan Voorhees going out over there in the corner. And man. Ghostface just got folded up like an accordion, and Regan dropping the knee on top of it. Double teaming poor Jill. And like I said, I don't know. I mean, I would assume the winner of this would... and Tiffany's out. Tiffany's out. Annie Wilkes delivered a devastating clothesline there. Now she's going after another doll in Annabelle. I'll tell you right now, the scrap I want to see is Annie Wilkes and Miss Voorhees. Just 2 tough broads going at it. Old school. It's like watching Wendy Richter and Fabulous Moolah go at it. Just both of them. A lot of beef in the ring there. But like I said, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. If the winner of this is going to go right to the top of the mountain. I feel like Samara definitely earned a shot at the title. And we haven't seen Kayako in a while. I mean, literally. I don't think she's defended that title since she's won it. Which may not be her fault. Maybe the committee just not putting the match up. I don't know. But I do know that, HMW has been committed to actually show some women's wrestling here, and I'm proud of that. And Annabelle is out. No, Annabelle hung in there. She's still in there. Oh, maybe not, though. Regan's pushing her out. Could it be? And the nurse is out. Annie Wilkes. Annie, former nurse herself. And she was definitely the angel of mercy here. Threw her out. And it looks like Annabelle. Ghostface eliminated. We're down to our final 4 right now. People left in the ring. It's Annabelle. It's Regan MacNeil. It's Annie Wilkes. And it's Pamela Voorhees. So one of these 4 women are going to walk out here champion. And here we're seeing it. We're seeing Pamela. And Annie was able to get her foot back up. Remember, you have to go over the top and touch the floor. And of course, there, she's Annabelle playing to the crowd a little bit here. I'm always shocked that these horror villains play to the crowd as much as they do. A lot of showboating, a lot of hot dogging, a lot of grandstanding right now. How old is Regan there, you think? I don't mean to make that sound creepy as it sounded, but that's not the little girl Regan. Maybe it's Regan from part 2. Huh? Any Heretic fans out there? God damn, what a piece of shit film, huh? I mean, seriously, The Heretic was like one of the worst movies ever. We don't have to worry about it now because Regan's out. And she just clobbered Pamela. She crumbles to the floor. Annabelle will not be denied. You can tell she's using this supernatural power, too. And that may be the only thing that's going to help her right now, because this doll usually gets thrown around like a rag doll. She has both Annie and Pamela laid out, but she better watch out. She's at risk of getting double teamed right now. And looks like Pamela's going to get a bit of a break there. She's letting these 2 just battle it out. I don't know. Annie's a little too big. I don't think you're going to get her up and over. No. Not that easy. See, Elle should have ganged up on Annie to start off. That's the rules of Battle Royal. You find the biggest dog in the yard and you go after her. And boom, here we go. In the corner. Oh, she whiffed a kick. Went in, get closer. But now Annie's fighting back. But oh, and Pamela goes back down. And the doll's just laying there. Almost like it's a doll. And oh, Annie is just pummeling Mrs. Voorhees. I think this is the match I didn't know I wanted until now I'm seeing it. Now I want to see these two broads go at it. And I'm going to keep using the term broads. I don't give a shit. Cancel me, motherfuckers. Cancel me. Oh, devastating backbreaker. Gonna rip this doll in half. And Pamela over celebrating, but got caught prematurely. And oh, Annie's got her up. Got her up. A scary display of power here. Oh, put her down. And then she catches Annabelle and give her the same treatment. Same thing. Has her up. Showing not just great strength, but great stamina. You wouldn't have thought a lady this big would be able to stay in here this long and not get gassed, but she's doing just that. Oh, look like she's going to try to go for like an Alabama slam, but huge powerbomb. My God. Mrs. Voorhees took her down, and that could be it. Boom, right into the corner. And she's going to just dump her out. She's got 1 foot up. But Annie's hanging in there. Oh, my God, she's got her up. She's got her up. Can she hoist her over, though? It's all about getting that body turned to midair and dumping her over the thing. Can she do it? No. Annie hangs on. My God. However, now we're back and Annabelle has her up and she's going to try to dump her over. Oh, she's got her up and over. It's not looking good for Pamela. Or sorry, for Annie. And Pamela's going to help her out. And together they eliminate Annie Wilkes. So it's come down to these two right now. Either Pamela Voorhees or Annabelle. And Pamela just decked the shit out of her. And a huge boot. Forget about it. It's over. Now, why is Pamela just fucking showboating here? Get her out of there. Delivering more damage there. Oh, we got a cat fight. We got a cat fight. I think that's what women wrestling is missing right now. More cat fight. We need more cat fights. More jello matches. Bra and panties. We need all that shit. Just saying. Oh, is she going to tap? Is she going to tap? She's tapping, but it doesn't matter. You can't win in the ring. You got to throw her up and over, Annabelle. You know the rules. And here she goes. Launches her up and over. And what's she doing? She could have had this. I think she's toying with her. Not smart on Annabelle's behalf here. She definitely should try to take Pamela out, but my God, she's just waiting on her. She's letting her catch her breath. Almost like this is a game to her. Almost like this is a game. Now she's going back to it. But it may be too late. Pamela's got her up and oh, drops her snake eyes right there. Annabelle looks unconscious, but oh, maybe you've been playing possum. Need her right there. Oh, Pamela fighting back. Jason's mother not playing around. Has her up. Is she going to try to launch her over? Oh, nope. Just good old-fashioned punch in the face. A lot of theatrics for that punch in the face. Too much theatrics. Go, just get these two punch in the face. Why haven't the good old-fashioned just punch your opponent in the face? We're adding flip-de-doos and spinny arounds and all the other bullshit of a punch to the face. Go fuck yourself. If you're not Carrie Von Erich, you don't do it. That's all there is to it. I feel like this thing should have been over probably a few minutes ago. Oh, and there it is. She's out, and Annabelle is your winner. Huge clothesline. Again, not sure why she didn't do that earlier, but, you know, hey, better late than never. And Annabelle wins it. Way to go! And there you have it, guys. So you gotta think, her, Samara, Kayako. I mean, this is all going to come to a head at some point.